Hey guys, glad to have you back here. And it's been quite a long time. We talked about what is going on the precious metals market. Now, sorry for the delay. I had to be unavoidably absent from YouTube for some time. All right. So today let's head back to what's happening in the market. How are the precious metals performing? What do we think about the price of gold? What are people saying? And why is the market reacting the way it is? All right. So currently we can see that the market here for gold is around $4,700. Now this has been like this for quite some time right now. As at earlier last week or last 2 weeks, we are about 4,800, and then it fell due to the fact that the ceasefire between Iran and the US was expiring. All right, but right now there's a new development, and certainly the new ceasefire do not have any expiry date. So I think the market may actually come back up gradually. All right, the market for precious metals may actually come back up gradually, and it may pick up from here. So by the end of the week, I believe we would see something much more positive than what we are looking at right now. Okay, so obviously I've always maintained that if you are in for short term, it may be a little bit rough, but if you are in for a long term, then it can be interesting. Certainly, I believe that the price of gold would get to 5,000, 6,000, and maybe 7,000 as my personal belief before the end of the year. But there are other experts who think it can get to 20,000, 10,000, 8,000, and even more than what we can see just here right now. All right, now, and that of silver is not left behind. So in the silver market, you can see that we are sitting around 75 dollars per ounce of silver, and it has been following gold. Silver always follows gold. So if gold is going up, silver definitely is going up. If gold is coming down, silver definitely is coming down. All right, so without saying too much, let's just dive into what some people are saying, what experts are saying regarding the price of precious metals. Now, it gets some people worried because, I mean, we should have seen a lot more. Well, we should have seen a lot more reaction. We should have seen a lot more price movement. We should have been far better than where we are right now. We should have gone much more far than what we are seeing right now. The price of precious metals like gold and silver should have increased higher than what it is right now. But it's been moving up slowly. But I think it is due to the war. We've seen the worst of it. We've seen the worst of it actually. So um, precious metals may not be affected too much. I feel it is decoupling from it is decoupling from the effect of the war. So the effect of the war may not have too much effect on precious metals going forward. All right, because right now I think there are still tension, but it is not really affecting the price as much as it usually used to. All right. So the first person we're going to be looking at right now is from this guy, my friend Rashad. This guy is an amazing investment manager and a big one at that. Now he's saying here that I believe once US and Iran issues are resolved, US Fed is going to initiate a major round of printing towards summer 2026, pumping all market particularly upwards. Now, certainly, this is already something they have in mind. Some few weeks back, I shared one of the posts of the one of the statements the Fed chairman Powell was saying. All right, he's saying that certainly if they don't print money, bad things are going to happen. And of course, you know what is going to happen if they don't print. So certainly they are going to print more money because the US is in a serious debt already. I think 39 trillion US dollar debt, and it is very, very, very likely, and of course very, very, very soon. I'll put it that it is long overdue for them to print this money. So I believe they need all they can get. So certainly when money is being printed, precious metals are going to rally. We've seen that happen many times. So Because metals are priced in dollars, people tend to save their money in dollars when there is printing. Money is being printed every year, okay, every year. So I believe the ones that's going to be printed according to this guy before summer this year or against summer this year is going to make a lot of these precious metals go really higher than what it is currently. All right. So this guy, an amazing investment manager, has this to say, and of course, I believe that also. So let's get straight to this other person. This is from the Kobe C letter. This is like a blog. Kobe C letter is one of the biggest blogs out there for geopolitical news. You can also follow them. He's saying, or they are saying, China's demand for gold is reaccelerating. Chinese gold import rose to 162 tons in March, the highest since March 2024. Now we are in April, so apparently Chinese gold import rose to 162 tons in March. China is accumulating gold. They are buying as much as possible. Now, people don't know that China is one of the biggest world power. Okay, not the biggest, but they are emerging. And most times they are just everywhere. And they tend to see the future before it comes. They are in tech, they are in gold, they are in silver, they are in a lot of they're in a lot of areas. All right. So if China is buying, certainly something is about to happen. All right. This marks the third consecutive monthly increase. Year to date, which means from the beginning of this year to today's date, China has imported 365 tons of gold. Furthermore, China's central bank acquired 5 tons of gold in March, the highest monthly addition since February 2025. So you can see that a lot of countries are buying. Why are they buying gold? Why are they buying gold? Why is China buying gold? It's a very important question. China do not buy it because they want to lose. Okay, they certainly would buy it because they see potential in the price of gold, and certainly we are waiting to see what would happen. All right. This marks the 17th consecutive monthly purchase and brings total official holdings to 2,313 tons. China is still stockpiling gold. So you can see this is a chart of the Chinese gold imports, and you can see how it has been increasing. This is 2026. This is for 2026. You can see it over here. So 2026 is even now much more higher than the past, all the past months till 2024, since 2024. You can see it over here. So Chinese gold imports have been increasing, and certainly we have to always be concerned. We have to be concerned why it's increasing this way. All right. So do what China is doing, get some of them. All right. So let's get straight to this guy called the Stacking Sulfur. Stacking Sulfur, this guy is a precious metal analyst on YouTube. He has large following, about 26,000 subscribers on YouTube. He talks a lot about precious metals, so he has a good knowledge about what gold and silver is all about. All right. He's saying gold is money and fiat continues to lose purchasing power. Gold will only go up over time. I can live with a $28 gold number, but let's see if we can get to 30. So this guy is saying that gold is going to get to $28,000. Now, he's not mentioning when it can be. So he's not saying this year, or he's not saying next year, but he's saying that there will be a $28,000 gold number. Do I believe that? Yeah, absolutely. I believe that we can get to $28,000. I certainly believe that, but then that may not be anytime soon, maybe next 2-3 years. Okay, but from the judging from the past 4-5 years, certainly we can get. And of course, seeing that China is buying, you have to pay attention to what the big guys are doing. So this guy is actually, he is even resharing what someone is saying called Patrick Karim. How about go $28,000? It's not surely a question, but when. He is saying it is not a question of it, but when, which means it is going to happen, but the problem is we don't know when it's going to happen. So I hope you understand the logic there. All right. So let's get straight to this other person, the Kobe C letter again on this area, and he's saying here that central banks are sitting on massive stockpiles of gold after years of record purchases. Central banks around the world, now this is not just China now, there are a lot of banks buying. Now, I don't want to share those data that's going to bore you. A lot of central banks are buying, and this is because they no longer trust the dollar. Countries no longer trust themselves. Many countries no longer trust themselves. And when this happens, they trust only one thing, one place to keep their money, which is precious metals, silver, and gold. All right. Global central banks are now holding 38,666 tons of gold, reflecting 17% of gold ever mined. Don't forget that most of the silver and gold mined these days are done by accident. So this simply means that we are running out of stock. All right. Yeah, still the largest portion of gold remains in private hands, with 97,600 tons held as jewelry, or 43% of the total. You know, a lot of things are just perfect, showing that central banks are buying. All right, and this is the map of the purchases. Central banks hold 18% of all gold above ground. So you can see 97,000% is held in 97,600 tons is held in jewelries. 97,645 tons held in jewelry. 32,600 tons are others. 38,666 tons are owned by central banks, are held by central banks. And then 50,978 tons are held in bonds, coins, personal properties, and ETFs. All right. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is more reason why you need some gold. Yeah, it is more reason why you need some gold. Go and check out the price of gold by this time last year. Also check out the price of gold this time last 2 years, last 3 years, and last 4 years, and you will be surprised about the increment in the value. That's why a lot of people just believe that we are going higher. When it comes to the price of precious metals, we are certainly going higher. And of course, don't take my word for it. Do your own research so you can make the best decisions for yourself. Okay, so this is silver trade. We'll be looking at what he's saying here. Today, the US is currently importing 64% of its silver for defense, AI, electronics, and more, in an aim to stockpile critical materials. What are the implications for one of the US producers of the critical mineral? What he's saying here is that the US is importing so much precious metals, gold and silver, for its defense. Me and you already know that the US invests a lot of money in their military equipment, buying of weapons, producing, making of weapons, and of course defense. Gold and silver are important elements in making weapons, in making defensive materials, in making a lot of these stuffs for war. All right. If I play this video, you're going to understand what this is all about. All right. So I don't want to actually play it right now, but this is just an explanation and an interview on the Pulse, where this lady was talking about how much the US have spent, how much they have purchased in gold and silver, that is bolstering their defense, and of course how much they have invested, how much gold they've purchased. All right, so this is amazing. So certainly we're going to see increase in the demand for gold and silver based on what the US is doing right now. Okay, based on all of these purchases, and based on the fact that many countries will also want to invest in their defensive areas. So definitely we're going to see very good movement, because gold and silver are needed in several parts. All right, so let's go straight to other parts and let's look at this one called OX Nobler. This guy is a researcher. He's just a researcher. He talks about a lot of things, and many of what he's saying are true. He is a renowned researcher. So what is he saying right now? Something very unusual is happening right now. Insiders are buying silver options for 900 to $1,000 for December 2026. Meanwhile, silver is sitting at $80. This means they know the price of silver. They know the silver price will pump 1,200% in just few months. Now, I cannot guarantee what he's saying right here, but yeah, on the futures market, a lot of people are betting I'm predicting that the price of silver will get to 900 to, I said this some few weeks ago. People are placing $700 bets on the price of silver to 1,002. Gold is as high as 15,000 to 20,000. Now, they may not be correct, but it certainly means that we are going way above $80. We are going way above $75, what it is right now. All right. So this is what it looks like. We are talking about 10 to 15 times above the current price. That's the part most people miss. So I don't want to even go straight. I don't want to read everything. Okay, right now it's just talking about the futures bets on precious metals, prices of gold, what people are betting. Because sometimes when you go to the market, especially the futures market, you will see what people are doing with their money. So you're going to see people are actually thinking that this thing is going to go higher than 1,000, higher than 900. So there you know how to place your own target. All right. So let's get straight to the silver wig. The silver wig is a gold and silver stacker. This guy stacks gold and silver, and he has a lot of experiences doing them. So here's what he has to say. Silver to 180. David Hunter calls for 180 silver this quarter. This quarter is the second quarter. So it's going to end. The first quarter is from January till March, till March. Okay, yeah, till March. Second quarter is from March, April, May, June. Just say June or July. It will be the end of the second quarter. So we are in the second quarter right now. So he's saying that David Hunter calls for 180 silver in the second quarter, which is this quarter we are in right now. Okay, because we are in April, right? So silver massive breakout is coming. David Hunter explosive thesis, and he just dropped the thesis on the 22nd of April in an interview saying that he thinks, in case you don't know who David Hunter is, go check it out. Just go check him out. I don't even say so much about him. All right. So he's a massive guy when it comes to precious metals prediction. All right. And he is saying he is seeing $180 silver. Now, I think I may believe that because, I mean, the war is almost coming to an end and we may just see amazing stuffs. We may just see amazing stuffs from here, guys. So, all of these things I'm saying, it is not for you to make a financial decision. It is for you to bear them in mind that we may be coming to something huge, right? Something really big. All right, $180 silver. I'm happy about that. So the last person we're talking about today is MBA Economics. This is more like a blog for precious metal experts. The person who runs this blog is also an accountant, an economics, and an expert when it comes to precious metals. What he's saying here is the future is solar and nuclear. Both eat silver like candy. Global oil infrastructure is being systematically destroyed. If you don't currently have or rapidly building out your solar, you will be left behind. Silver is the new oil. Yes, we already know that most people are adapting to solar. Also, silver is used in making solar panels. You can go check it out. Okay, silver, massive amount of silver are used in the solar panel industry, weaponry, and all of that. So, as solar is expanding massively around the world, a lot of people are encouraging it and are buying into the idea of solar. The price, it is consuming massive amount of silver. All right, and definitely it will reflect in the price of silver. It will reflect in the demand of silver, and certainly we are going to see something positive regarding that. All right, so I'm going to see you on the next one, guys, and let me know what you think about this video. Leave your comments down. Let me know about what you think about the price of gold and silver by the end of the year, and give a like, of course, subscribe, so you always follow and I will always pay attention, be the first to be notified when newer videos like this are released. I will see you on another one, guys. Thank you so much for coming to the classroom. See you tomorrow.